Hey, what's up, family? This is a little bit of a special edition because I'm not in my basement. I'm actually outside getting some fresh air, and I just wanted to talk about what everyone's probably talking about today, yet another school shooting. And this one is special because it is the first school shooting since we passed those really strict gun laws following the Parkland High School school shooting massacre. Oh, wait, we never did pass any school shooting laws. That's right. We never passed any sort of gun control laws whatsoever. So why are we expecting anything different? This is going to keep happening, and it is a shame. And this one in particular, it happened at a high school in Texas. 10 dead, 10 wounded at Santa Fe High School in Texas. Even explosives were found on campus. It was a 17-year-old student who allegedly opened fire at this high school on Friday morning, sending students fleeing for their lives. The governor said 10 others were wounded, including a police officer who actually confronted the assailant, unlike in Parkland where the school security officer ran away. A teacher is also among the dead. Governor of Texas Greg Abbott called the shooting one of the most heinous attacks that we've ever seen in the history of Texas schools. And if you remember, University of Texas was where a sniper once decided that he wanted to take out his anger and frustrations on people. But again, these are poor innocent high schoolers. Everyone in all these school shootings is innocent. The suspect is 17-year-old Dimitrios Pagourtzis. He's in custody and has been charged with capital murder. The suspect allegedly wrote in journals that he wanted to carry out the shooting and then commit suicide, but instead he gave himself up to authorities, which I guess is better than him committing suicide. Here's the punishment that I think some of these folks should face. So that maybe it deters them. I think that people that, since we don't want to control guns, and since we don't want to do anything about mental health, let's just give these people over to other crazy people. Look, let's allow like MS-13 to punish them. And I'm sorry, it just makes me really angry because again, I have a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old who will soon be going to school. And one of the students here said, you know what, we knew that eventually it would happen to us. Why does a student have to go to school thinking that something like that is going to happen to them? They're supposed to go there to learn, to have fun, to enjoy life, to better themselves. They shouldn't be going in fear. It just really disappoints me. And yet all we'll do is say, we are with you. Vice President Mike Pence, we are with the grieving families. Our thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers can't help dead people. Thoughts and prayers can't help the families that are mourning the loss of loved ones. And it definitely doesn't help to put laws into action. Faith without works is dead. And I wish people would understand that, and I wish our lawmakers would do something about it. Either stricter gun control laws, do something about it that would really help make a difference instead of just pushing it, kicking it down the curb. You remember one of my previous Tones Takes, I talked about how Florida Senate just completely knocked down a gun control law within like seconds of it being brought up. They didn't even allow it to get brought up on the floor, and it just keeps happening. And people like to blame things on the NRA. No, the NRA doesn't give enough money to these senators and representatives to really push them to say we're not going to push anything. It comes down to each and every individual person writing to your senator, writing to your representative to put stricter gun control laws on the docket. Get something passed. Get something that helps people mentally. We need to do better mental checks. Somehow we got to catch people before all this happens. The Santa Fe Police Department said Pagourtzis gave a statement admitting to the shooting of multiple people inside the school with the intent of killing them. And according to probable cause, blah, blah, blah. People are saying that he may have been bullied, all these different types of things. There was also a second individual, person of interest, who has also been detained. 2 weapons were used in a massacre, a shotgun and a .38 revolver. So we're not even talking about, high capacity rounds. We're not talking about the AR-15s that have been used in previous mass shootings like the one in Vegas, and I believe also the one that did happen in Parkland, Florida. Basically, the governor said that they have no information if the father was aware that the son had taken these weapons, because these were the father's weapons. Again, so that the child, because this is a child that committed this, a 17-year-old, so he didn't go and buy the weapons. He just got them from his father, who for some reason did not keep them locked up. You have unresponsible gun owners. I mean, there's just so many things so many things that could have been done to prevent this, starting with laws, starting with responsible gun owners, just so many things. If there were laws that made owners more responsible, if there were laws that, it's just something's got to be done. Somehow explosive devices, again, were also found, including a Molotov cocktail, were found in a car and in a home. This is just crazy. From eyewitness accounts, one freshman named Peter Matuza was in art class in the morning when he heard 2 explosions and ducked under a table. You had other students saying they heard booms throughout the hallway as they were running out. The gunman shot Peter's friend with a shotgun before turning and opening fire with a revolver. I mean, this is just absolutely horrific, and this is coming from a 17-year-old, and it just seems like more and more it's coming from people who aren't even adults yet, so their minds are still forming, and all it just takes is one little thing to create complete chaos in their minds. And if they have access to weapons, whether it be a gun, a car, a knife, what have you, they're going to find a way to inflict pain. That's why I say it's not just a gun issue, it's a mental health issue. It's a, how do we find out the people that are hurting and help them before they hurt others. So that's all I really wanted to talk about today. I don't want to drag this on too much longer. I want you all to enjoy the beautiful view outside, but let me know what you think. Again, I'm not going to say thoughts and prayers. Action. Call your senator, call your representatives. Mental health checks for everyone. I just think we as Americans, we need to know that the people around us are sane. And if they're not sane, we need to get them help. Screw gun control laws. We need mental health control laws. That's the bottom line for me. I'm done with guns. We can't focus on guns anymore. We have to focus on the people. It's the people that are killing the people. And that's all I've got for you all today. I hope you all have a lovely evening and a lovely weekend, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace out. Enjoy this wonderful weather while you can.